Hello and welcome back to the final episode of our Let's Play. So I've played on quite a bit and it's actually been longer than I was sort of hoping for. It's absolutely tedious business. So before we can do the global hegemony thing, we have to pass a world ideology and you have to reach a certain tech before you can do that. And we finally reached that point. And so we've got another 10 turns to play and I decided to start recording now, so you can suffer those 10 turns with me, you know what I'm saying? So, I think 46 is enough, and Poland proposed a passport system. It's actually funny because we're now the leaders in terms of tourism. That's mainly because we're quite a way ahead in tech now, so we've got some pretty good buildings and stuff. So actually, we're actually going to support that. We're going to give somebody else a chance to overtake us. China is doing pretty damn well, and the rest of the stuff we're just going to nade that. I don't think anybody's going to much bother with it. It doesn't matter. Actually, nothing matters apart from this. I actually bought some votes as well. So that's going to be pretty safe. Commit my delegates. And I've actually just been sitting here doing absolutely nothing. Everybody's sort of fighting against Sweden here. England just now conquered Helsinki. We're not fussed about it. I can give you an idea. We're on 69 ticks and England are 11 behind. China 5 behind. Poland only 3. But it's sort of really a shitty way to win the game. It just takes so bloody long. And having to do all those things, like with the United Nations first, and then you gotta wait for another tech before you can actually propose that. Imagine you're not Austria. I mean, I've played as Germany, didn't I? Did I get it done there? I think we've done a Diplo victory with Germany. But imagine you're somebody else and you got Austria in the game, you got absolutely no chance. And in the newest versions, none of which work very well, they've done away with the delegates for the marriages. So we've got, I don't know, I'm not going to count them. I'd say we've got about 12 of them. Maybe more. I don't know if any of the city-states have been conquered. I'm not even looking at quests anymore. In fact, I should also just carry on playing while I'm talking. We've got trade routes going there, we've got spies in city-states, so you can't have our uranium dome, you must be mad. And we've got an atom bomb here as well, just in case. We upgraded our navy. We've got a few ships and our city-state allies got even more. Anybody attacks us, he's in for a rough time. Another new unit, which I'm probably gonna sell. Sort of coming up to the supply cap, or we just about reached it. And keep building ambassadors everywhere. I don't even know where to send them. I just send them out sort of randomly. We're gonna sell that guy. I could check if somebody's got less good promotions or anything like that. I don't care. I think we could even lose most of some of the city-states and it'd still be okay. Oh yeah, I actually discovered we got some more oil here. And the cargo ships and stuff like that I'm still doing. Because we're sort of benefiting from it. Kitzbühel. Yeah, we can do those. And they used to be called something different and they had to bloody change it again. Interpretative center. What a fucking stupid name, honestly. And some things I could really upset me. Just like yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I was actually thinking I might download, what is it, 3.10.2005, and it meant to be stable, and somebody told me in comments that it wasn't stable, that it kept crashing in the modern era or something. So absolutely amazing. I don't even know what to do here. What is that all about? We can get a wind farm, right? A workable tile. A trailer take. Oh no, let's get those things more. I'd be pissing myself laughing if I got actually a tourism victory before the Diplo one. Even though it's only a few turns to go. I've got a great musician. I'm sending him to China. And I'd love to send some more, but they don't stack those things. So there you are, Innsbruck. Medical lab. Tidal power plant, that sounds good, right? +2 everything on sea tiles. And what do we need? 1 aluminium. Good, let's do that. And yeah, I'm getting bored of this. Let's just get some ambassadors here. Maybe they can get one of those things. Tidal power thingy chicks. Okay, we actually got some more aluminium here, but I'm not going to improve it. And you know the thing with the Diplo victory, it's so late in the game. It's nearly as bad as going for a science victory. And we're sort of lucky we're Austria. We don't have to worry about all this shit anymore because we've sort of done the hard stuff. But if you're not Austrian, you need to watch out for every single city-state and other civs trying to steal them off you. You need 45 delegates, and it's pretty damn hard if you're not Austria. Oh, we can actually get... Oh, do we want to get Poland to vote for us? They would. Cost us just a little bit of money. Okay, we don't need that. But they might... Oh, what did they actually want of me? Sort of stopped looking. What did she want? Some iron? Just... I can't remember what it was. I don't care. Where's my timer here? That sounded just a little bit scary. The Chinese nuked the Celts. Incidentally, Poland nuked Sweden earlier in the game. Hanoi, that's actually a good one because they keep flipping that. Where is my musician? He was going to Chengdu. Where is he? Can't see him. I know he... Oh, here he is. How many turns does he need to get here? I think... Oh, 3, seriously? Is that the quickest you can do? Oh. Do I get more tourism? I will after I pop that guy there. So let's just wait a minute. Let's send a guy here. And whatever. And the golden ages, we're sort of slightly covered the next few. 9 turns. Linz, what have you done? Bastion Fort. They can actually get an arsenal. And I don't know, I'll just keep playing now. I'm not even gonna build that. Oh, I could finish the other atomic bomb. Okay, next. So I hope to get this done in the next 15 minutes or something, those 9 turns. And I think we can already sort of start summing up a little bit. And a thought I had yesterday was if Poland had gone statecraft, then this game would have been totally different. So we had border friction, we had religious friction. It's sort of just as well I settled away from them, because in the end it worked out okay, but if they had also gone statecraft, and if I would have nicked all the city-states of them, I think it would have kicked off. It definitely would have kicked off. So not to mention that they might have gotten quite a few city-states themselves. And I noticed that Charlie a while ago. Let's just hold that guy back and keep that nuke there as well. In fact, I'm gonna move that nuke up here somewhere. Just in case they send a whole fleet and I just gonna nuke it. Let's just get some more of those and keep sending them out. Yeah, so if Poland had gone statecraft, it would have been different. Same if we, on the other side, well, they were pretty aggressive, the Shoshone, but they were in trouble with England, I think. Just a little bit. Yeah, of course you're buying my blue jeans. What do you think? It might also have been, or it definitely would have been a different game if like Sweden and Poland had sort of been on different sides. If Sweden had been on that side and Poland over here, that might have been very different. I imagine just Sweden not being here at all, but having the Zulus or the Songhai here. I mean, there are a lot of what ifs, but I think so that every map plays differently, and you really gotta sort of play according to what's around you. Yeah, ambassador, I'm getting tired of this. That guy. And then the caravan we can send out. What about that musician? Is he finally here? Can't see him now. There he is. Can't actually get into their territory. Let's stop here. We can get somebody else. I'll just also do that next turn. Yeah, no. How much do we need for the scientist? Let's just wait for that, maybe. Next. I don't know if I can do that in 50 minutes if I keep sending those guys everywhere. But they're nicely dividing Sweden up between them. England taking Helsinki, just Poland took Uppsala. What about Brazil? I take their city back here. Kashmir built that. And after we pop the musician, we can quickly check the tourism. So let's get into China. Oh, okay, they've got a minefield or something. And that's a bit funky. Okay, wait. Set them. Let's just send them out anywhere. Wait. Wait, it doesn't matter. Bucharest is ours anyway. I think I even got some spies in some of the city-states where I don't need them. That also doesn't matter. Let's just send it in. Ambassador. Send one here. What's that? I think I'm even gonna stop it now. Six turns. Recording 16 minutes. I didn't turn off the late game aggression, and there was a point when I thought everybody was gonna declare me. But they all just denounced me. I should show in England and then the Celts definitely. I give you some perfume for nothing. How about it? Poland in the territory of Sweden. Okay, you guys keep doing it. Just leave me alone. It was also, in a way, it was super lucky for us to have Sweden in the middle of like Warsaw Sea. Because they're sort of aggressive and everybody hates aggressive guys. Okay, let's do our concert tour here in China. And let's pop all the guys. Oh, what's that? Whoa, Milky Way, funky stuff. Let's get the town. Let's get another policy. Oh, I'm gonna show you something in a minute. You're gonna laugh. Ambassador. The only ones that actually being contested are the ones up here. Send somebody on a long journey here. Whatever. And CERN is next. And you know, we could get the Hubble. You can actually get an engineer. Might have gotten a scientist. Doesn't matter. Let's get that. Start that. And stop all that stuff here. Talking about policies here. So I stopped after I got those, and then meanwhile I've completed rationalism. We took the imperialism opener. I want to do some more fealty. Let's do that. Get another free person. We want to get a writer because we could get yet another policy. Yeah, let's get another policy, right? Shall we? It's hilarious. And now let's also have a look here. We are 63 over China, 80 over. What about China themselves? Yeah, they got no chance over us. It's actually decreasing, I think. Yeah, it's falling. So there you are. Cartello declared on England, yeah. As long as they're all busy. Puzzlewood, we don't need it. Are you gonna vote for us? Oh! What do you want? 168. Bargain. Thank you. Sort of the most difficult thing in this game, I think, was... Jesus. Poland, Turkey is managing England, and we just about managed that. And it wasn't because we were sort of strong enough. We sort of looked at the diplomatic relations, and we sort of just... We were in the negatives most of the time. But we, in between, always try to do something to please them. And of course, we got the city-states on our side, so it's not so easy for her to attack us. But I thought it was pretty delicate quite a few times. It definitely made me feel a little bit uneasy about the whole thing. Yeah, let's get Hubble, a scientist, another tech, and they can just do that. Create firewall. Research labs 10. Oh, we don't need that, do we? So we're certainly not going to finish it. Oh, we could get a giant death robot, why not? I actually don't like those. I don't think they should be in the game. Next. Look at our starting location. It's not brilliant for tradition, but it sort of worked out. I think that this had certainly stopped Sweden as well. Sort of formed a natural barrier between civs here, and I was actually quite upset when Poland grabbed that city here. In the end, it worked out alright. The city location itself was not good. It was strategically important. And maybe it was just fine the way it turned out. This way we didn't have a coastal city on that side, so attacking us was not so easy. 3 turns. I didn't even do an awful lot, but it didn't lose any city-states. In fact, we sort of get ever more. Crazy stuff. And Gustav pieced out with... And that is surprising. I was thinking he might want to capture that city here. It's so good to have a common enemy. You get like... Celts lost in okay. If you have a common enemy, you can get sort of multiple positive modifiers. First of all, for denouncing them, and then you can sort of declare on them. Then let's just see how look. Even England now denounced when they declared enemies. We fought against a common foe. That actually can be an awful lot more than this is in here. Okay, anything else happening? Next. He is afraid now. I haven't done anything to him. I captured a city here and erased it. Revolution. Oh, okay. Oh, a vassal of England, yeah. England are 12 decks behind us. Even if they attacked us, we just slaughtered them everywhere. Got the much superior units. Oh, what? Seriously? It's pretty late to sort of notice, lady. Whatever. I'm so glad to get this over with. The only thing is, what are we gonna do next? That's fitting that we finish with the Great Diplomat and the Giant Death Robot. Let's not even do anything with those guys. 73. Poland 98. It's rising quite quickly, but never mind. And yeah, last one, whatever. We have to promote him, don't we? Next. So, penultimate turn. What was the last time? I'm gonna wait for the outcome here. Yeah, you can have that now. You can have anything you like. I see how scared I was of England there. But citadels here, and here, and here. That was so funny when I mistook Bucharest for my own city last time. And I got minefields in places here. And get gifted a carrier. How often do I get carriers in my games? That's crazy. Sentry +1 visibility for a carrier. It's super stupid because the carrier is usually in the middle of sort of a battle group. Okay. We might put them all in there. Enough by plenty. Mid, yes. Goodbye. Oh, hang on, did the city-state capture that? And it's immediately my ally. That is so cute. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. We done it. Don't think the score will be very good. 4860. Yeah. If you get a really good domination victory, you can get like 8,000-9,000. Okay, we can have a replay map. Or maybe we didn't do an offload. Where did we actually start here, right? In Poland here. So we did have a little bit of land. Half of it sort of in the sea here. It wasn't enough to go progress, which in the end I'm sort of glad I didn't. I think traditionally worked out okay. But only because Poland gets such tremendous bonuses. I mean, the 15% for each marriage is just stupid. If you had like 12 to 14 marriages in the end, and then they got the coffee house another 33%. And there was some fighting going on. Brazil suffered early, and then later Sweden, and yeah, so sort of built some random cities here. England pretty powerful, pretty large. And China didn't do an awful lot. It's all right here. Poland the best friend ever. A declaration of friendship right early on and stayed like that for the whole game. Is there anything interesting here? Hang on. Crafts, right? We can, there's 2 or 3 things we might want to check. culture per turn. Let's get some irrelevant guys out of here. Let's get Brazil out of here because they struggled early, the Celts doing shit. And who else is down there? Sweden? China doing quite well. England, they're down there. Let's take them out as well. Culture between so. We took a dip here. Oh, why did we take a dip? It's like it decreased. Did I take some city-states off us temporarily or something? Gold per turn? Yeah, we had lots of money. And that was important as well to get our marriages. Golden Age points, happiness, improved chance. Yeah, military might be somewhere down here. And maybe if we put England back in. Yeah, England are way powerful. And that's why it was so super important to sort of keep them borderline, not happy, but they were like even hostile for long periods of time. But they never sort of tipped over the edge, otherwise we would have had to defend ourselves. But as I said, together with our city-state allies, number of cities, number of policies, that 44. Even Poland had like a quarter less than us. Or maybe that's more here, I don't know. So 10 less. It's amazing. Number of known techs. Yeah, we were behind, but that's what playing on Deity does for you. Sort of. It must have been around about here when we sort of started popping quite a few scientists, and we sort of overtook them, and then we got science from our city-states as well. Yeah, I think that is about it. That is about it, guys. So, if you want to do this with Austria, you have to play a 3.7 or before version of the mod, because in the later ones, Austria has been modified, as I said. You don't get the delegates from the marriages anymore. And probably did something else, I'm not entirely sure. But then again, you probably have to play 3.7 anyway, because nothing that happened since has been entirely stable. I think 3.8 was a complete clusterfuck, which was sort of abandoned, went into 3.9. I don't know what happened there, but there was a whole lot of bug fixes and versions, and then 3.10 got like 14 new releases within, what, like 2 weeks? I don't know. It's just absolutely stupid what's going on. I'm sort of quite happy that I sort of finally at least agreed that they called something a beta, so that everybody knows it's not fully tested and sort of fixed yet. Especially, well, I don't know how many streamers there are. Me and Milae might be the only ones left. I haven't got a clue. But it's still pretty annoying, even for just people playing normally. Like, you download the thing, you sort of expect it to work after, like, I don't know how many updates, maybe on 0.8, 0.10, 0.12, you hope it finally works, and then it doesn't. And so I kicked off a little bit last week, and yeah, I think it's not very stable at the moment. So I have a feeling that there's too many people meddling. There's too many things being implemented. Some of them totally unnecessary. I'd rather they fix some of the things that just are not working very well. One of the things is the whole Inquisitor business, and then you got sort of like religious beliefs that go with it, or Spain. I mean, what's the point in having that sentence about the Inquisitors in Spanish unique ability when they're just shit? So so that I think they fixed something with AI moving garrisons out of the city stupidly, and that's also something they didn't used to do. That they changed something and it messed something up. So then I asked myself, was that change really necessary if it messes up the game pretty quickly? I mean, a city without a garrison in it is just stupid. It sort of totally distorts the game. So anyhow, don't want to rant too much about it. So let me know in comments what you thought of the series. If you got any ideas, or if you like to see a certain civ, let me also know in comments. Sort of before you do, maybe have a look at my playlist at the civs that I've done. I don't mind doing one again, but not one that I've sort of done in the last, I don't know, 10 or something. I mean, there's 43 civs, and I'm not going to play as a Shoshone. I think that's also a civ that needs to be reworked. Starting with the initial tarts at the beginning is sort of, I don't know about it. And then got this thing with the choosing your runes, and that ruin thing is also pissing me off bad. Big time, that only recon units can do that. Hate it. Hate it. And I don't know how it passed. I don't know how it passed. I don't know if there's some sort of a buddy system going on. You vote for me, I vote for you, something. I don't know. Anyhow, doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed the series. I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye bye.